will focus on expanding marketing opportunities for agricultural producers in the county, and then a tourism position that will focus on Lake St. Clair.
Two big assets in our county that maybe have been overlooked, quite frankly. I mean, agriculture is the '2 revenue producer for the for the state of Michigan. In fact, Macomb County is #1 in the amount of food processing businesses than anywhere in the state. People were surprised to learn that a few years ago when we discovered that. As well as Lake St. Clair is a huge economic engine because of all the ancillary businesses that support water-related activities, whether it's fishing, whether it's recreation, swimming, beaching, and all the rest. Tell us a little bit about that position.
Well, I'm lucky enough to have been appointed for that position. I'm very excited about that opportunity. And so really what we're trying to do is get a commitment from the coastal communities and work with all of the local elected officials and business owners to find out, you know, what can we do to attract more people to the lake, whether it's for staycations or day trips or you know, hitting the beach to take a nice walk, or we have some triathlons coming up. So arranging itineraries or events to bring people and really provide revenue generation for the businesses that are there. And then in the long run, hopefully it will cause additional business development.
Sure. I think they're developing a website, I understand, to try to give people an opportunity because let's face it, in this tough economy right now, people maybe are cutting back on their vacation and having the stay vacations, you know. But there's a lot of fun things to do within an hour's drive of your own home. Exactly. And certainly the lake is, but people really don't know, how do I get to the lake? What's my access point?
Yeah, one thing that I've heard since I've started talking to folks about this position is that people don't know that the lake is there, or they don't know how to get on the lake. So the Lake St. Clair Tourism Initiative is a promotional venture that's really focusing on launching a website that will help people get answers to those questions so they can utilize the lake.
That's great. And the other position that has come on board is the ag partnership. The ag work closely with Hannah Stevens, I imagine. She's doing a good job, but this will give her some added energy and some support in the agricultural community. Tell us a little bit about that position.
Yeah, well, you're right. This person will work very closely with Hannah. Hannah will be able to focus more on the production end, and this person will focus more on marketing and expanding markets for agricultural products that are developed here in the county. And that position was just approved, as you know, so it hasn't been filled yet, but we're very excited about it.
We have many value-added agricultural businesses in the northern Macomb area. Now, as in Huron County, there's a big production operation, big agriculture production operations, soybeans and dry beans and so forth like that. But here we've got a little bit more smaller scale farms, but they're very profitable. We've got horticulture, orchards, Westview Orchards nearby. Certainly the Ackett's Pies up in Armada, and so we've got a lot of value-added agriculture that we'd like to help support and have them expand and have them grow and have them prosper. So having someone to come in and help with those value-added agriculture activities will be a bonus. And then also what's kind of unique is that we're also partnering with St. Clair County as well. With the board is in discussions now with their commissioners about having them join this partnership and help support that position, so that position will be well funded going forward. So we'll have 3 partners paying the salary of 1 person, having the St. Clair County, Macomb County, and MSU providing services, but each person's cost is much less. And I think that's going to be, it's smart, and it's the way to do things. And I think local government has to do that. And I consider county government local government as well. And so partnering with local communities and other government agencies to provide services is what it's about right now. And I think the taxpayers demand it. Can't go to the taxpayers for any more money. We've got to operate within our means, and if taxpayers have less money, and so do we. And so we've got to continue to operate under tight budget constraints and think creatively. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that. And I'm really excited about those 2 new positions coming on, because it's really going to add a lot of value and, in fact, enhance the level of services we've had to date in both of those areas.
We're very excited as well. It's a nice partnership, and I think it expands the breadth of the economic development strategies in the county. So it is exciting. MSU is grateful to be part of it.
Well, great. Well, let's take a break for a minute, and we'll come back and we'll talk about another initiative that's exciting that MSU is bringing to Macomb County.
Join Habitat for Humanity's efforts in bringing help and hope to the people of Haiti. To learn more, visit www.habitat.org.
At first, you think, I want my son to be able to walk.
Army Specialist Andrew Pike was paralyzed while serving in Iraq.
My injury was a gunshot wound to the left abdomen from a sniper. My first contact with the paralyzed veterans was in Walter Reed.
And we try to reassure them what benefits are out there, and we try to educate them and take some of that stress away from them.
PVA did a fantastic job making sure that he got those benefits on a timely basis.
We help them apply for automobile grants, special adaptive housing, and vocational rehabilitation.
Right now I'm going back to school to earn a degree. I'm working with a real estate agency in town with my realtor's license.
Come on in, take a look around.
And I'm just spending time with my wife and child and just moving on with our lives just as anyone in my age group would do.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, helping veterans secure their benefits and rebuild their lives. You can help. Visit pva.org.
Welcome back to County Line. This is County Commissioner Don Brown, again with our guest Kristen, talking about land use issues. We were getting into the discussion of, I led a committee several years ago, land use and farmland preservation in the county, and that put a focus on the county board level, unlike any time before, about focusing on agriculture, and the importance of agriculture is to our county is a component of our economic development strategy. And one of those issues we talked about was land use, land preservation. The county formed a Northern 5 Townships, which is a PDR committee that promotes farmland preservation in the townships, and was really one of the first groups in the state that formed townships together jointly to preserve farmland. And that effort is an ongoing issue. That's like everything else, has had some setbacks with budget issues, but it came from the grassroots level to say we want to protect farmland and open space in Macomb County because we think it helps, keeps our county values high. It helps promote traditional businesses here in the county with agriculture, and so the county's focused on that, and having these ag positions come into the county to help support agriculture marketing as well as help the producers themselves, I think are going to add more impetus to that program and have us keep more land in agriculture and open space, because it helps everyone in terms of their property values, the aesthetics, as well as keep people in business who have been in business for centuries in this county. Tell us a little bit about this Michigan Prosperity Initiative. I think that's kind of related in some way, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's being led by our Land Policy Institute at Michigan State University, and they are partnering with several organizations, including Extension, the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, and several other groups, and it's really a two-phased initiative. The goal is to get Michigan on the path to prosperity again. The vision really is to make Michigan one of the most prosperous places in the world again. And so in the first phase, they'll be doing a lot of education and training, and that's made up of 3 courses: New Economy 101, New Economy 201, and New Economy 301. And really, the first course, New Economy 101, is about general new economy principles, and that's, we're in a service-based, knowledge-based economy. What does that mean in terms of building communities that can be thriving and sustainable in the long run? That class is free, open to everybody, and actually we have one on May 3rd at the Verkulen building. Okay. And that's from 7 to 9. We encourage everybody to participate. The New Economy 201 and 301 are really more specific on strategies and aimed towards economic development professionals and elected officials. So we can inform people on how to develop strategies that are based on their natural assets and their community.
Well, that's important. I mean, we are in a new economy. I mean, we're like going from the buggy whips to the automobiles back in the 1900s, and now we're leaving a manufactured-based economy, so heavily based economy here in Michigan, focused on the auto industry. Now we're going to new economies and auto manufacturing will still be a major role. Yes. However, we're going to go to advanced manufacturing for medical equipment, aircraft development, military. We've got there's a lot of advanced military research done right here in Macomb County, as well as production of key parts along the whole military supply chain with TARDAC and TANCOM down in Warren. So we are diversifying our economy and with it our skills, but